Hello. Y'all say something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something.
I unmuted you this time.
Are you sure?
Think so.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out if you did.
Exactly. Well, welcome everybody. This is the actual season finale of Order Podcasters. So, unless hey Bader Kid, welcome. Unless y'all don't finish. And then the actual season finale will be next time. But yeah, y'all should be able to. We're going to be doing part 2 of the practice tonight. And so dude, thank you. Vader Kid, thank you for the gift subs. I really appreciate that. To Nate Crawler and Age of Things. Awesome. I don't think y'all can hear the music. I can hear the music. Because I didn't change over to the proper announcement. But we'll do that.
Why do you think there's a Paul Haters Club, Paul?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly why. And I accept that. It's okay. I'm only half a bot. Y'all want to do introductions, and we'll get into recaps and start seeing if we can save Misty from the inevitable fate that surely awaits her.
Let's go.
Appreciated.
Brian, go
Hi,
ahead.
everyone. I'm Brian Hastie, and I play Norman Johnson, your friendly neighborhood process server / investigator.
I am Jen, and I play Misty Showers, who may or may not die this session.
I'm Rob Kristoffersen. I play Myron Dripchin. I think highly of myself, and maybe we'll save some lives here today.
Where's the save button? There we go. Chris. Chris. Are you muted?
Hi. Yes. No. Am I? It's basically how I feel in my work life under that ghost show I'm on. You know, Ghost Recon. My name's Christopher.
Cam is not going to care if you're muted or not today.
We'll just redub it later.
My name's Christopher Rustic. I play Celerio Norfolk.
Awesome. So, yeah, well, welcome. This is again the practice part 1. So we're gonna this one's gonna be a little bit
Part 2, Paul.
Thank you.
It's part 2.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I didn't like the way last time went. We're just gonna redo it. We're gonna start off in a mental institution.
It's the Evil Dead 2 of role playing.
Oh God. Hey Chris, just hold out your hands and receive the pills again, please. You are entering the Matrix.
I'm gonna choose the opposite one this time.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, just go back to that cubicle life and you'll be fine.
Take the blue pill and the stream ends. And
Good night, everybody.
I've been trying to do that since the first stream, so I don't.
Oh goodness. So what in the world happened last time? Celerio is a member of is Ordo Veritatis, and his day job is one of the producers on Ghost Recon. Not that one. It's a show about ghost hunting and staying overnight in creepy places. And
no, it's truly a Tom Clancy nightmare.
Yeah.
I signed up for the wrong one when I signed up. Stop now.
Like Ghost Recon, I love that game. um, part of in your research, you spoke with a nurse who had been who'd been at this hospital in the 70s when the place closed back in 74, and she told you about things that she heard and things that were happening overnight, particularly between the hours of 1 and 3, kind of amping up to the 3 o'clock hour. And these things were lining up exactly with things that happened to the groundskeeper, Orson Fry, my favorite name in the show, that who was inside late at night working on some plumbing issues, and had heard similar things and actually lost his pinky in the 3 o'clock hour. And so you started getting concerned that this is not like your normal ghost hunt. This one's got is very possibly real and very probably dangerous. And so you thought, hey, you might need to get some backup on this one, and so called in to have some other members of the team join you, and that's what they did. Y'all discovered in kind of your research that most of these things happen in the recovery area and also the ICU, if I remember that right. And y'all started doing some of the research. You found out that this the place originally closed because there was kind of an expose on some not healthy practices, some unsanitary conditions, and the doctor, the head surgeon at the time, Stephen Barker, was kind of left in disgrace and then disappeared very soon thereafter. Hey, Thrash Pete, welcome. The most important thing that happened, though, is that Misty rolled to have blankets to make a fort in there, and she succeeded, and so she made a fort. And I mean, everything else was just kind of just window dressing at that point. Since you have your fort, that's all you need. If she had stayed in there, everything would have been okay. Y'all noticed a lot of things. You did split the party, and the host of Ghost Recon, Cam McGannis, led one party down in one area, and you seem to have seen like this figure behind a door, and you were getting a voice on what I'm forgetting, blanking. What is this thing called? Spirit box. That saying IV and it hurts. And on the other side of things, y'all found a locked operating section, but you found a not a hidden, but like an extra record room behind the head surgeon's office. And back there you found a lot of records that should have been in the record room, but as you looked more, you actually found recent records and of people that you had run into, such as you had record of Orson Fry being there and getting a pinky repaired, as well as someone named Ty Ellis, whose wallet you had found in the hospital, and his records were from 3 years ago. lastly, you found records for Elliot Fraser III that stated that he had been scheduled for spine surgery, but did not show up. Cam eventually did get video of the creature, and y'all's all your mics and stuff have kind of a special wiring to let Laura listen in, and he requested to hear to see the image, and when he did, he freaked out and called you and told you to get out of there because it was the practice. But at that same time, Misty had wandered off, hearing Elliot Fraser's voice and following it to that locked emergency room. I mean, not emergency room, the operating section, and found a very, very large human-formed creature that opened the door for her and said, "It's right," something like, "It's right in there," and all. And she went in. And so hopefully you, Jen, you made your new character?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what we're going to do with you today, but
I'll just be logging off. Thank you.
So, first things first, because the last thing we ended on was being told that this is the practice. Given occult knowledge, what do I know what the practice is?
before we get there,
Okay.
we're going to go a little bit in a different order
Okay.
because we're going to go back in time about 2 weeks. And Misty, you have just woken up. It is the crack of noon. You've been working on
noon.
Been working on
It's the
getting up
crack of
early.
noon.
You expect Misty to get up that early?
No, she's trying to turn over a new leaf. This is her getting up really early. What time is
Wow,
Misty
I never
get
knew
up?
the sun got that high in the sky. This is a lot of light.
What time does Misty get up?
Like normally?
Yeah.
Like 4 p.m.
Okay. Wow, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, but apparently not. I would think that like the schedule of Ordo Veritatis has been really conflicting with your normal schedule. Like this particular mission but it hasn't started yet. We're 2 weeks ago, but
All
like
good.
this mission, this is right up your alley. You're like, oh, I don't have to get up in the morning. Awesome. But normally, like Laura is calling you like first thing, and you had just gotten to sleep, and it's just bad news. But you do get up, and the first thing you do is you look at your phone, and you see it's like you had it muted, but it's dinging with notifications, and you open it up and you see that one of the Google alerts that you have set up has erupted, and it is for the name Elliot Fraser.
This is not good. This is not good. I'm panicking. I'm going to go sit back down on my computer and log back into all my Reddit forums and things and check out what's going on.
Right. Okay. So the first thing you see is that Irving Parrish, podcaster extraordinaire and bane of your existence. I say you in the plural sense. That has announced his new podcast. It's called Web of the Widow, and it is about the disappearance of Elliot Fraser, and under suspicious circumstance, and so like you're jumping to to a lot of the post, and you had in our first adventure you had an alternate account, Facebook account that had been let into the Thus Taken fan group, and so you're jumping over there for for details, and yeah, it looks like he's really going after the uh, the possible
Alleged.
wife killing him and making the body disappear angle. And
Good thing he's really incompetent.
Yeah, he has a guest investigator with him this time. Where's my notes? It was Joanne, was it?
Yeah.
Joanne
I don't remember her
Flatley.
last name.
Yeah, Joanne
Yep.
Flatley, and you have no real idea who this person is. But if any of the accounts that you log into that are under your own name, pretty much anywhere you have message requests from a lot of people, and as you glance through, you see that that Irving has messaged you, as well as Joanne.
I would like to block both of those individuals.
Very easily done. Good job. You get
There's no like computer literacy investigative ability she has to use on that.
I can just. He said it was easy. He said it was easy.
No point spending on blocking people. No, okay.
I roll for blocking Irving Parrish.
Okay, well,
Someone's got data retrieval and electronic surveillance out here. Just waiting for the moment.
I'd also like to think during this time, as like these details are coming out and everybody else is noticing, I'd like to think that Myron is definitely doing his anti-propaganda kind of his propaganda shit on Tricoastal and like smacking Irving Parrish around, just because
Right.
it's kind of become a great pastime for me to like totally talk shit about this guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you don't even know who this is, who this person is, this Elliot Frazier. And you don't know who this supposed wife is because her name is not mentioned.
Right.
But no, you're just trash talking him anyways. Norman, you actually do know who he is. And
Nice, finally.
And this is not something.
Did I serve him? Like as part of my day job?
No.
I don't know why I was thinking dance battle.
Dance
I forgot
battle,
you
yes.
serve papers.
You never worked directly with him, but he was in Ordo Veritatis when he disappeared. And you know
Okay.
that this is actually how Misty originally joined.
Okay.
You have
So it was what is this, like a hazing ritual? Hey, you gotta murder some Ordo member to join.
Gotta get jumped in, yeah.
yeah.
One in, one out policy.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the culmination. This is like the culmination of this is that Myron has not killed somebody yet, and so now he has three choices to get fully in.
Oh no!
He's got to take somebody out this episode.
That's why I'm
Aw,
really glad that I
shit.
went with everybody else.
I'm the trainee, so I guess if push comes to shove, I gotta do what I gotta do here.
Misty, you get a message through your Ordo Veritatis app, and it is from Lore, and it just says, how are you doing? We'll do what we can to shut it down.
I just respond, thanks, doing well, with like a little winky face, and that's it.
He writes back. He says, "I know what winky face means. Call if you need me."
I write back and say, thanks, but no thanks. And then I send a second message. And then you didn't let me finish. And then I send a second message. That's just another winky face.
You're not gonna compliment him.
I think
apparently
somebody's
not.
going to have to take, like a course on, workplace behavior and stuff like that.
Pretty sure I just flattered the hell out of him, but I'm not sure.
You think you flattered him with emojis?
Yeah.
Mm.
He knows. He knows how I play.
Yeah, he knows the websites you peruse. Absolutely.
And the ones I have bookmarked.
Yes, absolutely.
Laura will write back and say, Mr. Verities are discussing now. They will likely want to talk to you.
And I'll just write back and say, I pretty much expected that. Just let me know.
Okay. All right. Back to the present. You are you have to kind of reset the scene. You have you're looking at this image on the screen for just a single frame. This image has popped up of this what seems like a massive creature with no eyes and stitched skin, and just in a reflection on a window, and you've just sent that to Lore, but in the meantime you've realized Misty is not here, and so I remember Myron heading that direction.
Yep.
And then Lore immediately calls you, and he says, Myron, you've got to get out of that hospital. Get the fuck out. This is the practice.
All right, so occult knowledge. I've got a 3 in this. What do I know about the practice?
You don't. If as you're kind of like, Laura, what the hell is a practice?
Right.
He's going to start filling you in on details that make that you've heard before, but you just never heard that term before. And
okay.
And he's like, it's I don't know, it's some kind of group of they dress up like doctors and stuff, but they're just, they catch people and they cut them apart and they keep pieces for themselves, and they pop up in places, and I don't know of a way to kill them except drastic measures. We are sending the cleanup team there now, but you have got to get out. These things are more ancient than any of us could possibly know.
I'm not leaving without Misty. I'm not, and he keeps running in that direction.
Wait, Misty's gone?
Yeah, she's missing.
All right, hold on. And you see him. You hear him kind of typing away. He is trying to connect to Misty's microphone,
mm-hmm.
And he's like, Myron, the only thing I'm getting is fuzz. This is the only thing I'm getting.
I'm not leaving without her. And he just keeps going.
Shit, dude. Okay. Look, the cleanup crew is already on the way. I'm putting in the order in the city's to see the city's record to make sure that this was all planned. Myron, look, he pauses for a long time and he says, if you can get her, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I told you that she's she's probably dead.
Well, it's one thing that you need to understand about Myron Dripchin. He's a fucking idiot. And he just keeps running and running.
You almost got a spit take out of Jin. That was amazing. All right. Who's like, is Myron running all by himself?
Yeah,
have we been contacted?
unless
We've been
Lore's
contacted, but
talk
we
to you.
didn't head back over yet.
Yeah.
Not by Lore. We were talking with Myron, but
Right, yeah.
the end of the last one.
Right.
Rob's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
left the ICU.
Rob's Myron started running when he was saying, "Oh, we gotta go get Misty," and so I didn't know if he ran by himself or.
I will
We still have a vague idea of what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
All right. So Cam McManus is going to say, "Oh, hey, Wills." Is going to say, it's like, Myron, do you have a camera? No, don't go without the camera. Sal, go follow him with the camera.
I'm going to yell back very quickly, "Get Cam out of here now!"
He said get
Normand.
Did
he say camera or cam?
He says get the cam over there now. So Sal, go follow him.
and like Myron's oblivious. He's just running at this point.
I am trotting behind
are you
Myron
serious,
now.
Cam? You need me to go? All right.
What?
I grab the camera and I just start heading back that way, walking leisurely.
Cam is going to like, oh, okay, all right.
Under my
Well,
breath,
I'm gonna go back
die.
to I'm gonna go back to ICU then. I guess yeah. All right.
Cam, don't go alone. I may
Norman,
not
you
like
want to
him,
come with
but
me?
I don't want him to die. That's my check right there.
By this time, Lore is trying to get in touch with with each one of you individually, and saying just like, cleanup is on its way. You need to get out. This is not going to go well for you.
When do I tell Lore that I think Orson Fry locked us in overnight?
Can you break? Wait a minute. Wait, is that real? You actually lock people? What if you need like an ambulance?
Look, it's the one real thing we do on this show. We're sticking with it.
Can you break the window?
I mean, if we could find one not boarded up, I'm pretty sure we can get out from the first floor. All right.
Okay. And all the wood is pretty old. You think that with a little bit of muscle, you can get the wood off of it, off of pretty much any of these windows fairly easily. Like some of it's like rotting off and falling by itself, but some of them. Orson is not a good groundskeeper at all, and so he hasn't replaced any of this crap.
Someone just has to talk Cam into leaving because he ain't gonna listen to me.
So at this point, I have definitely I'm trotting behind Myron for sure. I'm not running because running is for other people.
Oh,
and
so then I left Cam in ICU by himself.
Correct.
I'm going to, because I can hear your steps behind me. I'm going to turn around to you, Norman, and say, Norman, you got to get him out of here now. This is bad. I'm going to get Misty. Get him out of here.
I will decide to do that of my own accord.
Sounds like something Norman would do.
Yeah. So I will, because I haven't begun anything. Lore's calling me. I guess I'll pick up while I'm turning back.
Yeah.
I will also call back and say, Norman, this thing is ancient. It's old. It's bad. It doesn't get much worse than this, but I gotta try. I gotta try to get her.
All right. So in that case, I'm heading back to Celerio and Cam. And Paul, what are the closest windows looking like?
The closest windows you could very easily find one that you could get, you know, with rotted wood, and you know, this is you could probably find some broken windows if you looked for it, but a chair through one would go.
Oh, I'm not
well.
using a chair, Paul. I'm using the camera and the tripod. I'm absolutely doing that. Like, this is
If
this
I
is
see
over.
this happening, I'm gonna have to start deducting.
Are you
Turn
like,
around, plausible deniability.
are you baseball swinging it?
No, I just like I just, you know, one.
Oh, just chuck it.
Yeah, chuck it. I'm literally chucking it. It's the largest thing I can find that I am confident will shatter enough of a window space for us to like clear a path for everyone.
That is definitely
what floor
going
are
to
we
make.
even on?
First floor. First floor is where
Okay,
all
we're
of
still
the
on the first floor.
Yeah, that's where like your home base is, where you have set up all of the monitors and stuff, and so yeah, that image of the camera going through the window is definitely going to be on the commercial advertising this episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
of Ghost Recon. The one that scared him so bad they threw cameras through the window to get out.
And then it's just gonna flash to a shadow in the hallway.
Yep.
So I expertly clean out any of the remaining glass in order for them to be able to step over.
Yeah. All right. So are you doing that? Like, are you going back to?
Oh yeah, I'm
to the
going
home
back.
bay? Okay.
Yeah.
So Allegra Gale, who is the other producer on the show, is just like looking. Is like, what the hell? What are you doing?
Ghost things. Move along. Oh, also at this point, I because I got cop talk, I'm using my wallet to like sort of show them that I might be a cop and that they should listen to me.
Is it just your driver's license though?
No, there's like I have like a process server like laminated card.
Is it like a quick flash, or are you holding it out? And
Oh no,
you
it's a
can see
quick
the
flash.
card?
It's a quick flash, and then like I kind of like in doing so, you see the gun tucked into my like the gun that I always carry for work, like tucked in into like my jeans, and so like there's a lot going on all at once.
Brilliant.
Did y'all see that really old Simpsons with David Duchovny?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
and every time they flashed their wallets, it said FBI. He was accidentally showing like a girly picture. On
Yeah.
his.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm picturing, except without the girly picture. This is official business now. Cam is like, what? Wait, no. We have an investigation to do. Why? Look, we're gonna find.
Do you like being alive, or do you like being
Cam.
dead?
What are you talking about being dead?
Cam,
What?
Cam,
What?
look
What?
me-
ratings. Think of the ratings. Think of the ratings. So scared, we threw a camera out a window.
Oh, that's pretty
Think of the
good. Yeah,
ratings.
yeah. Okay. All right. No, I'm digging. I'm picking up what you're laying down. I get it. Awesome. And Allegra shaking her head. If y'all glance at like the monitors, what you're gonna notice because Celerio left the Connect thing set up in one of the rooms, and
Oh, dude,
you
I think
are
I can hear.
seeing like numerous of those triangle people just kind of
Overhead?
milling around, going by the door, going into the room, and everything.
I mean, could that be dust particles, guys? I mean, that's a lot of stuff coming on that camera.
It might be artifacting, actually.
Cam,
How many
like,
are there,
"Oh,
Paul? Like, what are we looking at here? Like 2, 4?
You it, no more than 2 at a time, but you kind of keep seeing them passing by the doorway, and you've counted you've counted 8 already. It's just like, things in the background. Is it like focuses on one, and then it'll jump to something in the background for a second that's walking that way, and then it'll jump back to the foreground. And so it's hard to tell exactly how many there are. But Cam is looking at this going, "Oh my goodness, we're recording. Do we have a camera over there?"
I
Sal,
think just the Connect can.
Sal, can
Yes.
you, dude,
Uh,
look, I won't lock the door, okay? I promise.
well,
Scout's honor.
we do need to go get the equipment before we leave, don't we, guys? Cam, I want a raise after this one.
I think we're all getting a raise after this one. Look at this. This is crazy.
Anyone want to come with, or am I just heading alone?
Where's the cam? Oh, you'll have to get the camera from outside.
And I suppose you want me to get it, Cam.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bud.
Fine. So I'll grab the camera. How far out the window is it? Do I actually have to climb out?
Yeah.
I would probably say, yeah, there's like a couple of feet, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't
Check
look
that
it,
thing.
but my arms are pretty like strong from all of the lifting of cinder blocks that I do in my spare time.
All right, so I'll climb out the window and get the camera, Cam. You happy? He's probably gonna play it in reverse and make it look like I threw it out there.
So by this time, I am now just to like before coming back, I am now doing that weird kind of running that like certain people do where they don't swing their arms. But I'm like,
You're
going
kind of
over
like
my-
Robert Patrick in the Terminator 2, like just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't need momentum from my arms to do this. I'm on my
Exactly.
way. So that way the video folks can figure out their own thing right now.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna step back. We're gonna step back in time again. Misty, how long ago were you married? This most recent time.
That's kind of a personal question, Paul.
About 4 years.
Okay. All right. We're gonna jump back. Jump back to then, and you are on a trip out into the country, and your husband is driving, and he's like, he just keeps talking about it. It's like, oh, I can't believe you're gonna come with me. This is gonna be so much fun. I really didn't think that you had any interest in this stuff, but
Meanwhile, I'm like scrolling on my phone, like, yeah.
yeah. And did you now I made you a sword. Did you bring it?
Yeah, it's in the back. I think we backed it.
Roll preparedness. No, I'm.
Aw.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Roll preparedness. This is a 3 that if you remembered.
All right, I've already spent 2 points. I'll spend another point. And a 4.
Nice. Okay. All right. So yeah, you do remember putting this what is really just kind of a glorified um uh cardboard tube from like wrapping paper, but there's like some foam like duct taped on the outside and stuff, and it's super sloppy. And you are amazed that as much as Elliot goes larping, that he doesn't seem to have any ability to do this.
Didn't even spring for the PVC pipe.
No, no. And
Like, yeah, sweetie, I brought the sword. Jeez.
yeah, and he has been into this for the last couple of years, and just disappearing on weekends. Sometimes in the middle of the day, he just gets a phone call, and the crew has decided that they're going to go LARPing, and you have always thought it's super weird, but decided to go. And you you head out and you go you go to what seems to just be somebody's property out in the woods. And there's a couple of cars parked there and already, and two of you get out and head down, just really awkwardly, kind of like squeezing in between this like broken fence, and out in the woods. And there's like two other people there, and they have equally stupid looking weapons. And as they kind of just wave them at each other, going on guard a lot. And you weren't really sure what you were expecting, but you expected it to be like a little bit more studied, as much as they get into this and all. And they will they kind of tempt you in to come play with your sword. Is this something you embrace, or are you kind of hesitant about it?
I'm a little hesitant about it, but I'll play along.
Okay, all right. And so after a while, you're getting thirsty, and realize that you left the the water back in the car. And so you head over there. But this time you notice there's another car there, and it's a like a dark gray Mercedes, and there's a woman that is very just nicely dressed with very dark sunglasses. Her dark hair is pulled up in a bun, and she's leaning against her car, and they have parked like right behind you.
I kind of tap on my husband's shoulder, and I point over there, and I say, do you know who that is?
He looks, and you see you see kind of the blood drain from his face, and he says, yeah, I'll go handle this. Just stay away from her. And she will. He will go talk to her. You're close enough to hear him just telling her, like, just leave. You have no business here. And she's not arguing with him, but she lowers her glasses, and you can see that she's looking directly at you. And,
I stare her right in her eyes.
She leaves, and at the end of the day, you find a small note attached to the passenger side window.
Well, I'll take it and read it.
Okay. And all it says is, this is his first time LARPing. Signed, Sophia.
I'll just pocket the note, but I'm not going to say anything yet.
Okay. All right. Solario, you have retrieved the camera from the window. You are very thankful for Norman to being so tidy that he's just cleared all the glass completely off. It was a smooth ride for you.
It's pretty marvelous how clean he got it.
The key word with Norman is efficient.
Neat and efficient, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, not a cut or scrape on me. Thanks, Normand. Now, I plead one last time. I look over. I'm like, is someone coming with me? I know I shouldn't be going alone. All right, then. And I guess I'll start, like, begrudgingly making my way down the hallway. Slowly doing, like, that Hulk walking away at the end, looking over my shoulder constantly.
Mm.
So are y'all, like, all four of you completely alone now? Well, Norman's with the others, but as far as player character,
I think we're all alone at this point.
Wow.
I didn't have
Dang,
to
y'all
say.
this is not going to be long at all.
My boss told me I had to go and get this camera. I can't tell him no.
All right. We'll follow you, Slayer, for a little bit, and you get into that into the ICU area, and like you physically notice the dramatic drop in temperature, and you did have you had one of those thermal cameras as well, and so you kind of fiddle with your gear and get it out, and it's just like the temperature in here is just way lower than outside the room, and you feel that that coldness run up your spine, and it feels like the air in here is thick, but you don't see anyone in here yet. I say. If you didn't notice, I said yet.
3 times he said it.
Mm.
Part of me wants to call out because I know Cam's gonna ask me to call out on something.
You hear the door lock behind you. I'm joking. He did not do that to you.
No. Cam. Do I still have, like, I guess the spirit box on me, because I know they're watching me, so I might as well attempt to do something as I go for this Kinect camera.
Yeah, sure. You can grab that.
All right, so I'm gonna pull it out and just ask, is there anyone here? I could feel something. Is there something or someone here with me?
And you get through the static of everything, you hear Ivy.
Ivy, is that your name? Is that what you need?
You're not getting any response yet, but as you look around, you see that there is, like, on the far wall behind by some of the rooms over there, there is like one of the rolly IV holder thingies. Like there's no medicine on it. There's no medicine in the building, but you do see like one of those one of the little wheelie hook thingies. That's the technical term. I don't know.
I was about to say
Look,
you're very well versed in all things
yes,
medical, Paul.
Yeah.
I did a lot of research for my role in this adventure.
It shows. It shows.
Nurse, can you bring over the wheelie hook
Wheelie
thing?
hook
Yeah.
Stat.
Can I get the body spatula?
Body spatula, please. Actually, it's not called a spatula anymore. It's called a turner.
Oh, I apologize, Rob.
Oh, I just always called it a flipper.
Yeah, that's like quick tangent. I saw a video earlier this week about a guy who went to, I think, Walmart to go buy a spatula, and every spatula that he went and looked at, it had the word Turner on it. It didn't have the word spatula on it. It was
Really
very weird. Yes.
Man, they're gonna have to change all the signs for Spatula
Golly.
City.
Golly. Spatula City.
Turner City.
Yeah.
Turner City. Turner City.
So is the wheelie hook thingy moving on its own?
No.
I don't really know what room. I'm going to go over to the wheelie hook thing and ask where is this needed? What room?
And you'll get a pause in the kind of churning static, and then you hear the voice say, "Here," except you hear it through the box, but you also hear it from the room right beside you.
And I'm assuming that they really can't hear me back at base, but they could see me.
No, you're hooked up. You got your mic on.
Oh yeah, guys, did you just hear that back at base?
And Cam will go, "That's affirmative, good buddy.
And I assume you want me to go in there, Cam.
Good job, man. I appreciate it. We're all rooting
Part
for
is
you."
They're gonna Photoshop him on all these scenes over me. So I'll take the IV begrudgingly into that room, but I'm gonna look inside it first.
Inside the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
before I actually walk in.
All right.
Because that was pretty clear as day.
You open the door, and there's a bed still there. There's no mattress or any blankets. Those are all in the fort. But there's no mattress or anything. But the old rundown 70-year-old bed is still there, and you see a figure on it, and this person looks human, and is wearing a black suit and wearing sunglasses, and
At night?
that
That heathen.
And you can see that his chest has been surgically opened, and inside you see his heart beating.
Oh, that's hot.
Does it... I guess what I'm going to ask is, does it look like an apparition, or does it look like somebody's physically there?
It looks like somebody's physically there, and he's going to turn to you and say, you must stop it. It hurts."
What hurts? Wait, who
His
are you?
chest
How are
is
you
open,
even-
Sal. That's
how are
what
you
probably
even
hurts.
talking? Well, let's be honest. His chest is open and he's talking clear as day. I mean,
he just looks at you and says,
oh crap! I should
can't-
be filming this.
"I can't keep it closed." And Cam is going to come over the kind of intercom and say, "Dude, who are you talking to?"
You
Yeah.
don't see this person on this chair with their chest open? Are you telling me only I could see this? You don't see this on the camera coming
We
through
don't
your
we
base?
don't see anything, man. And as you watch, you see that the heart is slowing down, and it stops beating, and the man lets out a long sigh and then just disintegrates into dust, and the dust kind of swirls up and fills the room and then settles back down on the ground.
I think I just watched a ghost die.
Myron, where are you going?
I'm heading back in the direction where Misty and I were last in,
Okay.
which I think is what the ICU,
the recovery
it?
area.
The OR.
The recovery area.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So, this is right on the edge of the OR. Remember, the doors were like
Yep.
supernaturally shut. You could not get into them,
Yep.
and it didn't seem like they were locked. It just seemed like they were like solid.
Right.
And that's where you left her, and you're not sure exactly, where she went.
I'm gonna immediately try the doors again.
Okay, and they're just, they will not budge, not a millimeter.
I'm going to pull out my gun, and I'm gonna have it on the ready for me, but what else is around me right now?
So right on the outside of this is that office that y'all were actually in with the behind it was the file room. There were a couple of other offices that y'all kind of explored, and they were empty. And then right behind you is the recovery area. So nurses stationed in various rooms around. And and a blanket tent, blanket fortress.
Right. The blanket fort. First thing I'll check is the blanket fort just to make sure she's not in it.
Okay. Yeah, and it is empty.
I'm gonna start looking through some of the other empty rooms, not the office that we went into. I'll save that for last, but just some of the other rooms that are there.
Okay. You go through a few of them, and these I mean, these have been nearly all of them have just been completely cleared of anything. They cleared out as much equipment as they could, and sold it as the place was shutting down in the 70s. And so, it's pretty easy just to kind of poke through, and you see, it's an empty room that once had all the equipment in the bed and everything. It's just completely empty now. As you continue to work, there's at one point where you get the feeling of being watched, and you swing around with your gun forward, and you see what appears to be like a head in the opposite room. That and it's like, it's super dark in here, of course, and you have your flashlight, but so you got to just catch a glimpse of this, and it seemed to be kind of like leaning around the corner looking at you, and as soon as you look that way, it ducks back behind the wall, and for a second you're wondering if you have just been seeing something, but then then you realize its fingers are still around the door frame, and it slowly moves them back.
Who's there? I saw you. Who are you? And I start moving in that direction with my gun facing towards it.
This is another small recovery room, and as you kind of you're heading for it, and then you swing around the corner, all tactical like, and the room is empty.
I duck back out the room again.
Okay. Norman.
Hello.
You're back at home base, and like you're seeing, you're seeing the stuff that Salerno is filming. You're hearing, you see Salerno like just talking to himself and pointing his camera at an empty bed, and he's guy's always been weird, so whatever. And now you hear Myron saying, "Who's there?"
Is he talking to me, or is he just talking in general?
He's just talking in general. You hear it through the.
Okay, so I'm hearing what he just went through.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you waiting there? Are you gonna move? Throw something else out the window, because that was actually kind of great. I love that.
How many more windows to go, really?
Until we find the final boss.
I'm going to go find Myron, but in a slow, methodical manner. So I'm not running to him, but I'm slowly casing the joint as I make my way towards him.
All right, you as you go, you're like crossing the entry and kind of the front of the hospital, where like the front doors are, and most of the boarded up windows that have various states of boards actually being there, and all, and you've passed like 5 of them, in the corner of the eye you're like seeing your reflection, walking in those windows, but at the 5th one you realize that's not you. And as you turn to the window, you see that creature, reflected in the window for the first time. It's massive. It's 7 feet tall, with skin that's been like stitched together. It has no eyes and only one arm, and it's wearing all white with like specks of blood all over its front. And it's looking at you.
I am looking back, and then I tell him I don't have time for this. Then is he communicative at all? Like, if I wave to him, does he wave back, for example?
If you wave to him, he'll laugh.
Okay, so he there's like a response.
Yeah.
Okay.
He will turn and he will walk, to the side, so he will disappear from the window.
Okay.
And as you look around, you don't see him anywhere. You don't know where that reflection was coming from.
Okay. I will wait around for 30 seconds, no more or less, to see if he shows up again. And then I will continue my slow. I'm just basically ensuring that Myron isn't getting the drop on him. Like, no one's dropping in on him from behind as he continues to like look for Misty.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you're waiting, you suddenly hear a ping as you get a message on your phone. And you kind of glance at it, and you see that Lore is saying they're an hour away.
I mutter to myself that they're not efficient, and put my phone back, and then I call out for Myron.
All right. um,
I don't like that laugh, Paul.
that's no, I found that that was a very Norman thing to do. I loved it. So, Misty, we're back a few years ago, and you are your husband is extremely wealthy. You'll have a very, very nice house. He doesn't he has no need for just regular job. He has some projects here or there. A lot of charity work. But your investments do quite well, and so there's no need for either of you to have a regular like 9 to 5 job. Are there any projects that you've picked up in this time period? Pre candles, pre duck calls?
I weave baskets out of old magazines.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, it's probably a month or two after your encounter LARPing. And
Sophie, was it?
Yes.
That was the name?
Sophia.
Right, that bitch. Sophia.
Yeah. And you have, I'm not sure you would have gone or not, but you haven't been invited back. He still disappears sometimes, and sometimes they're planned, and sometimes they're very much not planned, and he just goes. And this is a time that he has gone, and you know that he was in his office working very, very hard on something when he got the call to go, and he's left his papers out. All on his desk.
I'm gonna dig through that.
Okay, you find notes that he's just scrawled out, and a lot of them just don't make any sense at all. There are references to the practice in both capitalized, and both capital T, capital P, and he's written on there, connection to Dr. Oliver's ? And he has an address out there, and you recognize the street as the street that he took you to. And a search on the address is connected to that location. That same location. It's this old farm, just that has like this very, very wooded back corner along the highway. It's just been basically unused, and you see again Dr. Oliver's, and just other notes you don't understand. But then at the very bottom, he's actually written out the full name, Sophia Oliver's.
Can I call him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll call his number. Does he answer?
Yeah. You hear like the sounds of highway around him, but he says, "Hey, babe, what's up?"
Where are you? Where are you going?
Oh, we're going out to the to do the LARPing thing.
Sophia gonna be there?
So Sophia, who's that?
Don't act like you don't know who that is. Is
Look,
Sophia Oliver gonna be there?
Who is Sophia Oliver?
I don't know. Some bitch who talked to you last time we went, and you have her name down on your shit.
Look, that look, I'll have to explain when I get back. They're all waiting for me right now. Look.
Or you can explain to me now. I'm your wife.
I can't really explain right now. What? Look. I'll be back. I'll be back late tonight. We'll sit down. We'll talk. Okay.
Okay. I hang up the phone and I throw it and I get in the car and I go back. I drive to where I think he's going.
All right. You get out there and you notice like before you get there, maybe a half mile, maybe a mile before you get there, you catch the glimpse of a dark gray car parked off the road, trying behind some bushes. And as you look, it is the Mercedes. And then as you get closer, same spot that you were at earlier, you notice that Elliot's car is there, but it's alone.
Is he in it?
No.
Do I see him anywhere?
No, not from the street.
Okay, so I'll park and start walking around and looking for him. And I'll call his name and Sophia's name.
All right. As you get farther out, you kind of catch a glimpse of him through the trees, and he seems to be talking with somebody.
I take a rock and throw it.
Roll shooting.
I'm shooting. Okay.
Well, I don't know what else to do. I was like scuffling.
Yeah. So I rolled a 4, and then I have an 8 in shooting, and then I rolled a 4, and I don't remember how those mechanics work.
Well, yeah, you just add the points, but you don't need to. A 4 will peg him. So with a rock, you're gonna do 2 health damage, and you just you peg him in the side of the head, and it's just like, ow! And he looks at you like, Misty, and then you hear a shot ring out, and Elliot just falls like a sack of potatoes.
I run over to him.
Okay. As you come around the corner, you see Sophia there holding the gun up and said, I guess the LARPing got out of control, huh? Please don't die in a flashback. This is not going to work if you die in a flashback.
I run away. I run back to my car.
I'm totally joking. You can you could die in a flashback. It'll be like the Sixth Sense, where you were a ghost the whole time.
The entire time. No, I look up at her and I run back to my car.
All right. Slario, what are you doing?
So I was sitting by the bed. I guess I'm walking over to the bed to see if I can see anything because no one else apparently can. And I definitely know I saw something there.
Yeah, the dust has settled onto the ground, and now it looks like just the regular dust that's here. And you don't see anything else. You kind of look around for a little bit, but there's nothing.
So I'm gonna work my way back to the camera where we're seeing all those triangle people.
Okay.
But something's telling me that I should probably try to get out of there as soon as I can.
You get to the connect thingy. What is that called? The connect.
I think it's just the connect
The
camera.
Connect camera. That's
the-
basically what it is.
The connect dot thingy camera. And so
I look at the
Cam-
back of the screen. Do I like still see anything?
well, it's connected to the
Oh, so
headquarters, but Cam will tell you, he's like, man, ever since you got in there, the people, the triangle people are gone. We haven't seen anything else.
Cam, I think we need to come up with a better name than triangle people.
Okay, that okay. When we do voiceover, it'll definitely be cooler.
All right. Do you can I come back now? I mean, I haven't
Haunted
heard or seen
tri-sided demons. Is that-
anything. Trigonical ghost.
I'm sorry. Sal, I'm sorry. What were you saying? I was trying to think.
Cam, do you still need me out here? I mean, it.
Oh no. Come on back. Bring the
right,
stuff. Bring the
right.
stuff with you. Norman has wandered off. It's just me and Allegra now, and Allegra will come on. It's like, yeah, we got a lot of good footage. Whatever.
All right, so I'm gonna grab the Kinect camera and start working my way back to the entrance to go down to where base camp is.
Okay. Yeah, and when you get there, he'll take the Kinect camera and it's like, hey, go back to recovery, and because they're like talking to people over there, and we need to get some. They forgot the camera. We need to get some footage over there.
All right, I'll do that.
Do you want to
Yeah,
leave
let
or
me go do that
anything?
now,
Because you know, like the cleanup crew is coming, and Lore has told you directly to get out and to take everybody. So you have no
Well, at this
loyalty
point,
to
I
these
feel like
people.
there's
Just flee.
yeah, but I have loyalty to my paycheck, which Cam is holding hostage. I need money to live, even with this second job.
I can't imagine Ordo pays well.
Yeah, that's why we all have.
Ordo
second
doesn't
jobs.
pay anything.
Okay.
This is volunteer work. Okay.
So even though I know and I want to leave, I know that I really can't. I owe it to my wallet.
Yeah.
To stay.
Okay. So you start heading that way. Now by this time, Norman has reached Myron,
Good.
and so y'all have reunited.
And it feels
That's exactly what I was going. I almost started singing.
Seeing Norman there, at first I bring my gun in his direction because I'm not sure if he's an apparition or not, and then I see that it's Norman, and Norman, I'm tired of these fucking games. and I start getting really pissed off, and I just start smacking every piece of glass that I can with the butt of my gun. Like any window that I see, I'm smacking it with my gun.
Thank you for not using the camera.
Tripod. Boom. Boom.
And I am working my way. I'm gonna have him follow me. Norman, follow me, and we go to the main doors that are sealed. Norman, I think she's in here. I've tried. And honestly, my frustration just starts getting the best of me, and I just start putting bullets in the door. Like, I assume that there's like glass on the door.
Yeah, and you were able to rip up the glass earlier everywhere you went, but on this door, like, they're barely leaving marks. They're just, the bullets are just bouncing off.
Okay.
Paul, let's talk hinges. What are the door hinges looking like?
They look like
Like
normal
you need to be
hinges.
D40.
It's you don't see anything wrong with the hinges. They are like the like these are like the push doors in hospitals that you should be able to push from either side. They swing just very loosely, but they.
I'm gonna need the clinical name for those doors, Paul.
Those are the both way swingy doory things.
Are they the creaking version or the non-creaking version?
Well, they're not creaking because they're not moving. But it doesn't seem to be like the hinges, because like even in the middle, it's not even like there's like a lock that's holding it. It's just like no bit of it will budge at all. And as you are looking at this, you hear like the squeal of what sounds like, like kind of like a metal chair dragged across the floor, back, probably not in the office beside you, but in that back room.
Okay. So I guess I would have to like move slightly in order. We would have to move slightly in order to see what was going on.
Yeah. That
There's like no line of sight.
No line of sight.
Okay.
Double action hinge.
I will dip my head over there.
Okay. You look into this office, and if y'all remember, there's like this door in the back that goes to this secret storage room. Except as you're looking at it, it's like got a light on, like an overhead light on. And you know there's no electricity in this building, but that room is lit up, like all the lights are on inside. And why don't we go ahead and pause right there and take a quick break?
Yes.
Sounds good. Okay, peoples, we're going to be taking a quick break. We shall return with the exciting conclusion.
Maybe.
I hope. Yes. All right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Spoiler alert, Cam's the one who makes it out alive.
Well, it all happened one day. Me and Fish Dog, that's my dog, named her Fish Dog on account that she liked to swim pretty good when she was young. But he stopped swimming so much back in about hot 9, but by that time the name just stuck. So she's Fish Dog. Well, me and Fish Dog went o'er that there woods, heading down to the pond, Fish Dog got the nose for something real bad. And I called for her. I says, Fish Dog! Fish Dog! But she was running after something or other. I don't run as good as I used to, but I caught her and I found a sack just left there in the woods.
Is there a road or something right there?
Huh?
I mean, could it have been thrown from a car?
No. A good 2 miles from the nearest road. Ain't nobody go down there except me and Fish Dog. But on this day, there was a bag there, and inside was a broken set of glasses. And the bag had stains on the bottom of it, like blood. That's what Fish Dog caught whiff of.
So began the shortest murder investigation in the history of Juniper County, Texas. Shortest, because there was none. Elliot Frazier III was a wealthy member of an upscale community, a well-known personality around town, and well-liked by nearly everyone. But when he went missing, there seemed to be an understanding that 1, he was dead, and 2, no one was going to do anything about it.
I couldn't figure out why no one was looking for my brother. I mean, they didn't even tell me about the glasses they found in the woods. I found out about that myself through a FOIA request, but those were his.
Do you know who did it?
Are you kidding me?
Something was not adding up. A missing person. A wife who didn't seem to care. Evidence that was not being investigated. Something was going on. Someone was being protected. Or something was being hidden. Or maybe there was no murder at all. Coming this fall, a 10-part series from the creator of Thus Taken, Irving Parrish, and investigation partner Joanne Flatley bring you the compelling true story of a young husband who married the wrong woman and the disappearance the police didn't seem to care about. The Web of the Widow.
Debt. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You trying to
we're
be like
live,
the
by the way.
are you trying to be like the LifeLock guy, Brian, who like put his shit out there and then got hacked?
I wish. Before I forget, and Rob, I think I'm gonna send you a Twitter DM about this. There is a Canadian alarm company that's like very infamous in Canada that I think you're gonna enjoy their videos. So I'm gonna get you that this weekend.
Awesome. I can't wait.
There have been multiple talks with like people I work with to like sample the jingle because it's so catchy.
Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna get rolling with part 2.
Part 2.
The part two, part
Mhm.
two, yes. Eh, just to preface this, like, uh, this is our season one finale. I do plan. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. I do plan to kind of have a few shorter things on the podcast feed in between um, seasons, just to uh, do a little break from editing for a couple of weeks, but it won't last very long. I don't think that we're gonna have like a massive break in recording, depending on what our schedules are like in the next month. But
I just want to toss something out there that I've not discussed with anyone on this stream, but I have an idea for a one shot that could bridge things over. That could happen anytime before the current events. That would also probably require multiple people, including Cam and Celerio, if Celerio is interested. So
I'd be in.
I dig it.
Not so
Yeah.
much Cam.
Yeah.
oh no, he's gonna love it. He's gonna love it.
Yeah. One shorter thing that I think needs to be done is we need to attend like the funerals of whoever dies in this part here. You know.
Assuming any of us survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did want to mention to Chris, I appreciate you coming aboard. There has been a consistent theme of our guests just creating killer characters that have been a lot of fun to play with, and Salerno has been a blast. So thank you. It's probably gonna be the last time we see him.
Thank you.
And in the next scene, you're gonna die.
That was a really nice eulogy, and I appreciate it, but it's a little early to foreshadow.
Goodness. So, yeah, welcome back. We're going to jump quickly into the past one more time, and it is right after a funeral has happened, and Misty, you are. Do you wear black to your husband's funeral?
That is a wonderful question. No.
Okay.
She
What
totally
color do
did
you
it.
wear?
Purple.
Purple. Okay.
Mhm.
So this is kind of a weird funeral. At a certain point, like when Elliot's was not found, that people kind of gave up looking, and after a certain period of time, everybody just kind of assumed that he was dead, and so had kind of a memorial service without a body. And you there was a surprising number of people who did attend. You see his LARPing buddies that you met that one time out in the woods. Not Sophia, but the other ones, and everybody who apparently knew Elliot that you didn't really know or didn't know that well comes by and says their condolences, and things are settling down a little bit, and you notice one, actually a couple of people. One really looks like Brent Spiner from Independence Day, and he's got the long gray hair, like he's wearing a suit, but it's just the long gray hair coming down, and he hasn't shaven even though he is wearing a suit. And he and the other man come up to you, and he says, Missy, I was friends with your husband, and I'm really sorry for your loss. He was a good man. Yeah, we worked together on a lot of different projects.
That's funny. He never mentioned you. What's your name?
Well, people call me Lore, and this is another one of my friends, Normand, and yeah, he wouldn't have mentioned me. Your husband was working on something big that he wasn't allowed to talk to you about, and he also left unfinished. But I don't think that any of this was an accident. And
Oh, I know it wasn't an accident.
I think we should talk.
You know something about why my husband died?
I think I do. But I need help tracking down exactly what was happening.
Okay.
All right, Wilkes, that was worthy of reading aloud. Your husband was working on an emotion trip for my brother, but it belongs to me.
Oh, you crying?
No.
It was
It was
beautiful.
a beautiful,
It really
beautiful
was.
service.
It touched my soul.
A few days after the Web of the Widow podcast was announced, you were bouncing through the Facebook groups, and you noticed a couple of things. The first one is that the co-host, Joanne, somebody asked her how she got involved in all of this. And she relates a story about how she worked for a small-time family doctor and met you and your friends. And you messed with his car.
That bitch. No, we didn't.
And the next day, his car exploded when he was trying to drive away, and y'all were chasing him. And
Okay. That was a misunderstanding.
And you notice something else. Like a bunch of people are just like, oh my goodness, are you serious? And stuff like this. But someone actually posts a newspaper link to a newspaper story about this event, and it's not the story that you really noticed. You've read that story before. Your name's not in there. It's just kind of this mysterious thing that this doctor was in a car that exploded. For our audience that is in our first adventure, but available now on your favorite podcast app. You've seen the story before, but you notice the name of the person who posted it. And that name is Dr. Sophia Olivers.
I'm gonna snoop around on her socials and see if I can find anything out.
Okay. And we will get to those results sometime in the future, if you survive. Back to the present. Salerno is coming up the hallway with the camera in hand, and Norman and Myron have just noticed the light on in the back room. What are y'all doing?
Well, we're obviously staring.
Yeah.
I'm
It's gonna be.
I've been in that room, so I'm going back in that room.
I will back him up at a distance.
And I guess I'm wondering how far away from them I am.
How much are you hurrying?
Probably a little bit more now, knowing that time is getting close to cleaners coming and things are starting to get really weird.
Okay.
So not sprinting, but maybe like a light jog.
You
I care, just not that much.
light jog. Okay. Yeah, as they're entering that room, you're probably like on the entrance of recovery, and as you two enter, you see that same figure that you have seen in reflections before, and it's the same figure. You don't know this, but that Misty had seen earlier that led her into the operating room. This massive creature with no eyes and graying, stitched up skin, and with one hand, and it is putting a folder into the filing cabinet and to go and pushes it in and turns to you and says, I think you were warned to leave.
I start shooting immediately.
And then I started blasting.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I was literally about to say, yeah. You know what? I'm going to hand Myron my gun so that he can just go ahead and blast.
So I assume it's looking at me, but they notice it as well.
Oh, it's in the back room.
Also,
you haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
I'm also blasting at Paul too.
By the way, if y'all want to see it in the book.
Oh yeah, okay.
I
Hello.
like it. I like it.
Yeah, that makes me want to shoot it more.
All right. We're going to actually do some rolling.
Okay, Limb Biscuit.
And
Listen,
Salerno's going to die.
You didn't listen. You weren't a part of the YouTube music video montage that preceded this session. I'm ready to roll.
That having to watch those videos from Pain.
If only there was a Twitter feed we could share them on, eh, guys? I don't know.
Yeah.
From those videos, some of them from Payne Lindsay from. Keep thinking of the parody one. What's the name of the real one?
The Widow's Web.
The name of the real one is the podcast
Up
is
and Vanished. Yeah, I keep thinking of Done Disappeared, which is
which is also a really good one.
That's such a great podcast.
Yeah.
But Myron.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and roll your shooting.
All right. I'm gonna spend 2 points.
All right.
Rolled a 2, so that's 4.
4 will hit. So go ahead and roll damage and add 2 to it for having a gun.
3 plus 2 is 5.
Very nice. Very good first shot. And that bullet just rips into the thing, and it comes back and it opens its mouth wide, and you see all of the sharp teeth within as it just hisses at you. Norman, what are you doing during this?
How far away is Celerio from me?
I definitely hear that, so I'm probably going to be running now.
Yeah, you drawing your gun?
Yes.
I am going because I assume that Celerio has a camera with him. Yes,
I do.
I'm definitely throwing the camera. Is that like?
You're
Is
gonna-
that a?
You're
Is
gonna
that a?
have to play tug of war for the camera.
Oh, that's fine. Is that athletics though, Paul? Like, what if I decide to throw a camera at a creature?
We used shooting for other stuff earlier. I guess you could do athletics too.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 3 points on athletics.
Chris, can you turn off your camera real quick and then just turn it back on?
Yes.
That will reorder us into the proper places.
Once I find out where my mouse went. Well, I have the double monitor on, so it's like all over the place.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 5. I'm very
Okay.
proud of this.
Why is it not turning off?
Oh, that'll hit him. Yeah. So go ahead and roll damage. It will be -1 because it's not
That's
a
fine.
bullet.
That's fine. 3.
Very good.
Did it?
Yeah, go. You can turn it back on.
I did. I don't know why it's not going.
Darn it! I should have just manually
Is
moved
this some
things.
kind of meta game, Paul? Where like this is the end of the season. This is how you're like
Yeah.
playing us.
Yep.
Why are we not going back on?
This has been a setup for sure.
It is. Yep.
And for that, I throw the camera again.
Throw it. There you
All
go.
right, yay! Okay.
Guess who's back?
It's going to it's coming after Myron, and it will hit with a roll of 5, and it as it comes, it pulls a scalpel out and just rears up and hits you for 4 damage. Okay, I would say since Lerno started running, that he's come in with camera in hand, and he sees this creature just stab Myron.
Caught it all on camera.
Really? You're worried about the camera? I'm stabbed here.
Sorry, I'm in job mode.
And all right, so you're filming.
I don't even know what I have on me as far as
You have a gun.
weapons. Okay. Yeah.
Don't want to ask what kind though. Just a gun.
Just a gun.
I'm gonna pull out the camera and grab the gun.
Okay.
Non-registered trademark.
All right. Okay. So so the way you roll that is you can take points from shooting to add to your roll beforehand. So I think you have 5 points in shooting. So you can take a couple of those to add to the roll. Normally, what you're trying to hit is a 3 or a 4, and so if you spend 2, then more than likely you're going to hit. If you don't, then still pretty good chance you're going to hit.
Okay. So I think I got it. And we roll with the 6, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna take, I guess, 2 points from shooting and roll.
All right.
7.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely hit him. And so go ahead and roll damage and add 2 points to that to your roll for damage.
So D6 again.
D6 again. Yeah.
3.
Nice. All right.
And then I say some badass line that I don't know what it is yet. Because
You can add it in post.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's how the show works.
You know, in Rolling Through the Realms,
It'll
they
be in
made me think
It'll
of
be
one.
in Cam's voice though. It'll be Cam's voice. At this point, I pulled out my gun and I shot the hell out of it.
Right. You probably do say badass line from Cam to be overdubbed right here.
I don't know why I pictured that in a very anime-esque way, like Speed Racer.
All right. Myron.
Oh, I'm shooting again.
Yeah. Let's roll it.
Rob, how much health do you have left?
I have half my health. I don't care at this point. I'm gonna spend 2 more points, so I have no points in shooting left. That's another 4.
Okay, 4 is gonna hit.
And another 3 plus 2 is 5.
Wow. Awesome. It seems to be getting really, really annoyed at you. Norman.
Good.
So here's a question we've never discussed, right? So shooting is the main mechanic here of injury, correct?
You can punch him or something. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask, like, if I'm wearing my like process server steel tipped boots, like, is there a modifier to that?
It would just be a straight damage roll. No adds to it.
Okay. I'm going to, for the moment, shoot at it. I have 4, so I'm going to take 2 that. So I'm going to roll now. 2 plus 2 is 4.
Okay, 4 hits.
4 hits, and then 5.
All right. It is angry now. It leaps forward. And it's going to do 2 things. The first is the scalpel seems to disappear from its hand as it reaches down to the large saw that's at its side. There's one that's just covered in blood, and it pulls that up and it leaps forward, and it comes at Salerno and swings it down and completely severs your left leg off.
Oh, dang.
It's not bleeding or anything.
Polarized it at the same time.
Yeah. It's like a lightsaber. It then lowers that and reaches around and grabs Norman's hand with the gun in it and squeezes and breaks the gun in your hand. You hear it just crunching, and as in the barrel cracks.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, at least for you, it was just your gun.
Yeah, but now we can fuse together. Like, this is an Evil Dead 2 style thing where we can fuse the camera to your leg, right? If it's one of the classic larger TV ones, depending on its height.
Oh, more like Planet Terror. We can't do.
Yeah,
camera.
exactly.
We're just gonna do. A camera. Okay.
Do you fall over? I need to know how you respond to no longer having 2 legs.
Yeah, I'm on the ground. Like, I guess just laying there on my back.
We are good. We are like I'm always the person that forgets to do stability checks. But we are gonna do a pretty darn major one at this point. And
Comrade lost leg.
yeah, and so this is you are going to make a stability check. Then the difficulty is 4, and what you have just seen is extremely shocking. And so if you fail the roll, you are going to lose 7 stability. And so this is kind of like everything else. You can spend stability to succeed on the roll. And with such a substantial loss possible, it might be worthwhile to spend some stability points to not have to do that.
Spend stability to show you don't care about me.
That's exactly what's happening. So all three of you will roll that.
I'm going to spend 3.
Okay, so that's gonna be
So-
natural success.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a 2 and hope I roll for the best.
Okay.
And that is a 6, and I wasted a 6 on this stupidity.
Salerno, you gonna spend any points?
Yeah, 3.
Okay, so you're gonna just you succeed because you have to roll at least a 1, which obviously you're going to do.
Yeah, and I ended
Okay.
up with the 2, so 5.
Yeah. So I have Salerno's sheet in front of me, so now your stability is at 3. I don't have
Yeah,
y'all's
because I was
sheet.
going to ask you my health before.
Health is which one is it? Is 8.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I've been writing down what I spent.
All right, Salerno, you kind of hold it together, but you're
Walking was overrated.
you are probably on your butt at this point and looking at your leg on the ground, but you've managed to keep control of yourself.
I work with Cam after all.
you hear the door locking as he locks y'all in. Oh.
Then my stability drops drastically.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Well, at this point, I think the only thing I can do, because there ain't any getting away, is fire again.
Okay.
Paul, do we see anything like a wheelchair or something nearby? Like this is a hospital, yes?
Just wheelie hook things.
You've seen wheelchairs. There's not one in this room.
Is there a gurney? Sorry, a wheelie
Norman
thing for
has-
people.
Norman has ideas.
A wheelie chair
Yeah, he's
thing.
got-
It's
The
like
wheelie
Heelys,
chair
but
thing.
with
Or the
bed.
wheelie bed thingy.
Yeah.
If you want one nearby, I could say there's like one in the hallway right outside, but there's not one in this room.
Okay.
It's
I will
part of,
conti-
I was gonna say it's part of Myron's hazing. He has to wear me like a backpack for the rest of the venture.
I will.
Oh, Salerno, roll your shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's in so much for shock he forgot to actually pull the trigger.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend any. I'm just gonna hope for the best here.
Okay,
3.
3 is not gonna hit.
Well, that's all right. I'm lost a leg, so I guess I wouldn't really hit.
Yeah. All right, now
Unfortunately,
I'm going to just try to. I'm gonna try and get like as in front of it as I can, in the hopes of at least you guys falling back because you ain't got much. I still got my gun with me. I'm going to yell to Norman, try and get him out of here. And I'm gonna shoot.
All right.
Rolled a 6.
Oh yeah.
Rolled another 6, so that's 8.
Oh dang. Oh, I did not like that. Norman.
I'm looking around for a wheelie gurney, or some kind of like mobile way of getting Solario out. But here's a question for you, Paul. Can we play hot potato with a gun?
Oh yeah, I was thinking that. But if you're gonna be dragging me, wouldn't it make more sense?
But like
for me to
before we
have the
leave,
gun?
could I just get one more shot off?
Yeah,
Like,
why
are
not?
you stealing Salerno's
Yeah, no,
gun?
I'm asking him to toss it to me.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, I'm gonna spend 1
Okay.
on that one and pray that I get a 3, or else this is just me being goofy. I got a 3.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna roll. I got a 3,
Nice.
and then I then very efficiently toss the gun back to Salerno.
All right. And so, are you like helping him out at this point?
Yeah, like we're kind of heading towards the closest door, and then we turn to watch.
Just watch Byron die.
Is there any way that Cam's watching any of this on the monitors?
Cam, if you are listening, is going, what are y'all shooting at?
See, that's where you say your line. It's spirit things again. Ghost things.
It's an undead thing. Move on.
Right. It gets it like after it throws down the gun, it pulls out his scalpel again and swings at Myron. And with a 5 that will hit for 6 damage.
Okay. I am at -2.
Okay. All right. So you are fighting to stay conscious right now. So you need to roll, and if you get 2 or better, then you will maintain consciousness, but you're very, very hurt.
Yep.
You can spend a point, and you'll go to -3, but then it will be an automatic success.
Yeah, it's no. I'm just gonna wing it.
All right.
Rolled a 5.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you hold it together. You are you're struggling, but you have held it together. Salerno, you are. Did you pick up your? Did either one of you pick up your leg?
Do you want it?
Yeah, why not? We'll take it.
Chat
Very
has some
sentimental.
suggestions of what to do. With
Throw the leg. You say chat. That's you.
That was me.
You typed it in chat.
Is this a dirty legal trick?
In fairness, I got the idea from Wilkes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. The last of Techno streams I watched involved using a severed limb as a weapon. Which one was that? I feel like
It was
that happens-
Buttlock. It was Sunday.
Oh yeah,
Kinda
the
got a little
arm.
of a.
Yeah.
It's kind of got a little hook to it, so maybe it'll if I'm lucky, boomerang back to me.
The thing I was thinking about was I've been playing Diablo 2 and I grabbed Wert's leg and it was just taking up space, so I tossed it last night and so yeah, but wow, everything I'm doing lately is severed limbs.
You brought this on yourself, Paul. You cut the man's leg off. Like no one else in this room cut the man's leg off but you.
And I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
I did roll which character he would go after on that, but it definitely could have been anybody.
So
Could
question:
it have? 3 of them were probably me.
What is Solarius' athletics abilities like in this state?
Halved.
Well, it depends on if he's running or
Right, hopping.
Good
Hopping,
thing I
yeah.
like to do push-ups.
Does he want to use his leg as a weapon? Because I will help him do so.
You do have in your back of your mind that it is going to be possible at this exact moment to reattach it. Possibly.
I mean, if we put
if
it
you
on
fling
ice.
it, that's probably not.
Oh, we're not going to fling it. We're going to use it like a baseball bat. Is what I'm thinking. Like I would hold him,
You just
and then
gonna throw
he
me
would
at-
swing.
So not only am I your shield, I'm your weapon.
No, I'm your agent of freedom.
While safely behind me in the front line. but I guess I really don't have a choice because you
If
can just hold me
well,
up
I mean,
there.
if not, I will roundhouse kick him. I have decided with my steel-tipped boot.
Well, you also have to understand I have no legs, so if you put me in front of him, I have no choice.
That's been the story of Salerno, right? It's just been
pretty
put in
much is.
situations where he has no choice.
And then I get the negative outcomes.
Okay,
what's more efficient?
We are gonna roll to see if it's possible to reattach your leg. So if you I'm thinking that like it's gonna be 3 or above, but if you use it as a bat, I think it's gonna have to be 4 or above.
But it would be cool though if you used it.
Cool
I feel like
factor.
it's worth the risk here.
Cool factor.
I just
using it as a
want to.
bat.
I just want to put this in your ear, like. Think about the disability payments you're gonna get now, and you're gonna
And the
have
ratings
this
of
over
our show,
Cam.
the
You
first
can
ghost
sue
team in a
your
wheelchair.
employer.
Yeah, like
My favorite-
This is,
my-
This is a workers' comp
this is the
claim.
last time that Cam takes advantage of you.
Also, like, just to point out contextually, this is like Myron's dying, and we're debating leg usage here. Like, this is
I don't.
this
I
is
don't
incredible.
Care. Yeah, this is. I mean, it's fitting. It's fitting. I mean, you guys. Somebody's got to get out of here. Somebody's got to survive. So
The,
All right,
the
so-
adrenaline forces me to use my leg
yeah.
as a weapon.
Are you yelling when you do it?
Yes.
Tell, show us.
God, all I can think about is
Oh.
He-Man right now.
Oh, you can't, what if you yelled out, "Can't fix this in post"?
Actually, I got it. Fix this, Cam.
Roll it.
All right.
I want to know Cam's response to
Yeah.
this.
I got a 2.
Oh, damn it.
I would
Oh,
let
wait,
I would let you
I-
burn athletics because I want this to hit. You're not supposed to use points after the roll, but I would let you in this case because I
Oh
want
yeah,
it to hit.
I meant to even ask you before I did it. What, like 1 or 2 to hit? 2?
Yeah,
What he had
Burn
meant
2.
to say was he's using
He's
2
using
athletics.
Yeah, if you use
Athletics.
2, you'll hit.
all right.
I'm using 2 athletic points.
And we
Okay.
can in post just make him say that before he rolls it.
Oh
No,
yeah,
that's what Cam says.
yeah.
Roll
So I am
damage.
hoisting. So I'm hoisting this man using his leg as a baseball bat, just to
Roll
make sure
initiative.
that like this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
That's what's happening.
All right.
All right, you
Uh,
hit that
so-
thing. You hit that thing upside the head with it.
But it looks at me and laughs.
It. Myron.
I'm hurt, but I'm not stopping. I'm gonna take another shot. I miss. I only got a 2.
Oh dang. Norman. It's
Well,
up to
you know,
you
like
now.
I don't have any like.
It's looking at Myron with the scalpel in hand, grinning its wide, teethy grin.
So can I aim for something specific?
Sure.
And does it like is my threshold for hating like
Are
higher
you
in
gonna,
that case?
are you gonna kick the ghost in the balls?
Wait, but the question
No.
is, are you still holding me?
No,
Well,
the
yes.
scalpel.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out, right? Do I put you down and roundhouse kick the hand that's holding the scalpel?
Or just throw me at it? as
Yeah,
a
just throw him,
distraction?
Yeah, you and as you do that, if you do that, I request that you say Roadhouse when you do it.
Here's an even better idea. Can I take Salerno by the remaining foot and swing him at the creature?
Like Link going it with the sword.
Yeah, exactly. Like, can I just? What is more efficient? That's what I need to figure out.
None of these things sound super efficient.
But I don't
I'll
have a
be
gun.
firing up-
I don't
I'll
have.
be
Well,
firing
you
my
can
gun
take
at the
his
same
gun.
time.
I guess I could take his gun. You know
Yeah.
what?
That
I'm
would
gonna
be the most efficient.
He's not
thing.
using it. He's using his leg. He probably
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually
I'll take
probably
it.
handed it to you
Salerno's
while
like,
he was
"Please
using his
don't-
leg.
Please don't swing me around. Here.
All right.
Here.
Only time will tell what I decide to do with all of us here, and I will very kindly ask for the gun.
Or maybe you attempt to swing him and then the gun falls and you're like, oh
No.
wait, I should
I'm not-
just use that.
The gun is in my hand now. Oh well.
All right.
I'm gonna spend 1 to shoot, so I am out of shooting points.
Okay.
3, so 4.
4. Oh, barely hits. Okay, great. Roll that.
And then
roll that damage.
2.
2 plus 2. Okay. As you shoot him, it just the creature's body just seems to crumble into this dark stony material that comes crashing onto the ground, just with this massive thud as the monster goes down. That was exactly its hit points. So nicely done.
Fuck yeah, Norman.
I don't know if that could have happened if I decided to use Slendernail's body. You know?
Yeah, right.
That's like that's a what if that will haunt me forever.
When
We
the
can recreate it in the dramatic reenactment.
oh yeah, when it goes down, the doors open.
Yes.
I go very sluggishly in there.
So
looking
hold on,
for-
before I forget, I have a 1 in medic. Could I very quickly assist Rob with that at all? Like, can I help Myron at all in his state?
Yeah, you can't really add to his hit points right now.
Okay, but okay.
just for flavor, you can stabilize him and make sure that he's doing okay.
Right.
Okay.
But he can walk, right? Like I don't have to carry two.
No, he's fine.
2 lepers. Okay.
Right. You are hearing from Cam, guys. Guys, there's a bunch of people here from the city, and they have some sort of like dynamite or explosives. Is that C4? What's going on here?
Tell him to
That's the energy drink.
Yeah.
That's for-
Just tell him to hold off for a minute.
Okay.
I go in the room and I look for Misty.
All right. Flashback to about an hour ago. Misty, you have just walked through the door. And it becomes very, very obvious that you are not in the same place anymore. This looks like a hospital. But, I don't know if you'll remember, but, way back last time, got the blueprints, from Lore, and, this isn't the layout of this place. It never was. And it's the familiar kind of hospital style of the wide tile floors and the swingy doors on the flappy hinges, which is the official name of them. But everything, including the floor and the ceiling, are covered in blood and in intestines and guts and organs. And you see bodies like suspended from the side of the wall, like they were nailed there. Man, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You came just in time for the finale. And some of these bodies have been dead a very long time. Like their bones are brittle, and there's no skin on them left. Some of them are much more recent, and they're in various states of decomposition. but they're just hanging from the walls, their arms suspended above them. And sometimes you notice that there are parts missing, certain bones missing, limbs missing. As you keep going, you see a woman ahead of you, and she has wiry hair, and you see kind of the white outfit that makes you think that that I don't want to say she works here, but it's like you're getting that kind of hospital employee vibe from her. And
She in scrubs?
more old fashioned, like
Andy Striper?
yeah, like she got her outfit from like the 50s hospitals,
Okay,
with
okay. I hear
a
you.
white
Yes.
skirt and stuff.
Mhm.
And she's facing the other way, and she's pushing a wheelchair. Do you approach her?
Yes. Tap her on the shoulder.
Okay. She turns around, and you see that she's got the same graying skin that's all just been patched together, and she has no eyes, and her bones crackle as she turns her head to you, and you see like the front of this white dress has like the red cross of a medical professional, but there's blood smeared over it. And she says, "There you are, dearie. Come sit. Come sit. They're waiting for you."
Shoot her in the face.
All right, roll shot.
Okay, I would like to spend. I would like to spend 2 in shooting. So I got a 3. I rolled a 1.
Okay. Yeah, it completely misses her, and she jumps forward at you, and you see from these like gross long fingers these needles popping out of them as she grabs you and sinks these needles in, and you feel like the drugs coming through the needles, and your body just goes limp, and she sits you down in the wheelchair, and she says, "Oh, that's a good dearie. Come, they're waiting on you." And she will push you down the hallway into the next room. And when you go into an operating room, and this nurse figure will kind of like just heave you out of the wheelchair and put you on the bed. It's like it was like nothing, and put you down. It's like the doctor is preparing. It will just be a few minutes. And she leaves the room. You wait there in what feels like an eternity, just looking up, and the ceiling here too is just smeared with blood and gore, and you feel just the tenseness in your body as the door opens again, and you see another figure, and this is a very, very tall man, again, like the other one, like 7 feet tall, and he's got indentation for eyes, but no eyeballs there at all. He too has the same kind of graying skin, and in his his operating gown is kind of covered in blood, and he's got that. I don't know what this actually does, but the cool little reflective light thing on his head, and
Another classic medical term we all know.
yes, yes. I don't want. I don't want to get. Distract the audience with the medical terms.
Of course,
I
yeah. And all the
have to use them.
minutia, you can't
I
get
have-
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to. I have to use the proper terms.
Does he also have the heart sound listening thing?
Yes, absolutely. And he's got a mask over his mouth, but you do see like the stitches around his forehead, and he says to you, Misty, we've been waiting for you. And you recognize the voice. It's Elliot's. And he says, I am sorry about the deception. I didn't think that you would come in here if you saw the real file. And he holds up Elliot's chart. Now, you got his records from the record room earlier in the evening, and it said he had been scheduled for surgery, but he didn't show up. But he opens it and shows it to you, and it says that he actually was there for what they call neck replacement, and the doctor says, yes, my I was having a lot of problems in that whole area. The end result is I speak like him now, but that worked out well for us today, didn't it? And he's going to go over to the corner and he's going to turn on the sink and he's going to start washing up. But there's no water coming out of the sink. He seems to just be smearing blood everywhere. And you feel the effects of the drugs wearing off. And you feel like you're getting control back to your muscles. You glance over and you do see that the gun was left actually with all the surgical supplies just kind of put on top of the scalpels and stuff.
Is it within reach, or would I have to get out of the bed?
You would have to get up.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is his back towards me as he's like washing his hands?
His back is towards you. Yeah,
I would like to sneakily get up and see if I can stealthily grab that gun without him hearing me.
Okay. Isn't there a stealth thing or something like it?
There's a.
Yeah.
I thought so.
We can use filch. I thought there was a.
I really thought there was a sneak.
I thought there was too.
Guess there's not.
Maybe
I swear.
I feel like
saw
we.
this. I
I
swear
feel like
saw
we
that.
keep I think we
You
keep
think there should
thinking
be a
there's
sneak in this game. I guess maybe
Would it be-
athletics.
yeah.
Or
Infiltration? No.
infiltrations, yeah.
Yeah, I think infiltration might be the closest.
I would say either filch or infiltration, either whichever is better for you.
I have a 9 in infiltration.
Oh, holy smokes! Okay, because this is a 6 roll.
Okay, then I can I just spend 6 points and just do it?
If five would be sufficient because
5. Okay,
Yeah, that
I
then you
will
would only
do
have to
that
roll
since I
one.
have so many points in
Yeah,
infiltration.
okay.
I will do that.
So yeah, you can as you step out, your knees bend under the weight as you're kind of regaining, but you're able to stabilize yourself, and the doctor seems to be humming to himself over there, and you do recognize it. It's Erasure. A little respect, and and you manage to go over and grab the gun. He has not noticed you.
I will point it right at the back of his head and pull the trigger. And this time I'm going to spend 3 points in shooting this time, bringing me down. So that's 5 total. Actually, no, I used 2 before and then 2. And so this would leave me just with 1 left. But I'm going to spend 3 points in shooting.
Okay.
5.
All right, roll damage.
2 plus 2, 4.
Okay. His head goes forward and actually bangs against the wall, and he turns around at you and kind of rotates his neck and says, "Oh goodness, I wish you hadn't have done that." Myron, you open the door and you enter the operating room, the operating section. There's a few different rooms there. And you search them frantically until the cleanup crew physically grabs you and takes you out. And with a loud bang, they explode the hospital and the whole building comes down. And that is where we'll pick up in season 2.
Bum bum.
Is Misty dead? We don't know. We never know.
Does Salerno still have a job?
Oh, did we figure out if he could reattach his leg? Like, what did we roll for that?
Roll for
No,
it.
we did not.
Roll for it. 4 or better.
And I gonna say there. Can I add medic points to that?
Yeah, can you use medic points on yourself or another person?
I would say if y'all were like using your medic points to make sure that the thing was iced, then I'll give him a point on the roll, so 3 or better.
I need to know before I roll. Rolling.
3 or better.
I got a 3.
Nice. Okay, he saves the leg. As a postscript, y'all will be on the phone with Lore, and he will say, They don't kill him right away. We have a chance. Misty's husband was working on this. We just need to find out where they are. And if I could indulge in one more flashback.
Yes.
Indulge because I'm hooked.
This one's actually Myron's. Myron, you missed the last
I-
adventure because you were in another state.
Yeah.
Finding a very, very rare book.
Mm-hmm.
And you have entered into this this home. There was a young woman that you would assume to be a servant of some sort that let you in. It's a nice place. It is in a wealthy neighborhood, and you are escorted into the library. That is a massive library, and you've been studying the occult for some time, and like even as you're like passing these shelves, like some of the spines are jumping out at you, things that that you've read, that you're very, very familiar with, and there's a lot of stuff here. I think you said the title of the book you were looking for, and I didn't write it down. Do you happen to know? If not, it's not a problem.
Yeah. It's called The Demon Simulacrum.
Yeah. And you do see you come across a woman on the other side of the room, and she says, "Mr. Dripchin, welcome. I've I don't know many people who even know this book, much less seeking it out. That's very interesting that you'd be interested in it."
Well, when been doing a lot of research, and it's just a brief pass off in a one-off book. I don't even remember the title, but the titles of this book just stuck out to me. Demon Simulacrum. Like, I'm a D&D nerd. I mean, I know what a simulacrum is. And it intrigued me. There isn't much about this book anywhere, but I've got to know what this. I got to know what's in this book.
There were very, very few copies made. Very few. I think I can count on one hand the number that exists today. I don't mind parting with it, but I must know. It doesn't sound like this is idle curiosity on your part. You do realize there's power within, right?
Yes. I absolutely do. And when you if there's one word I could use to describe myself, preservation comes to mind.
Ah, very good and well said. She gets the book off the shelf and puts it in your hand and says to you, "I sense a seeking soul. I think that's very good. The price we agreed on, forget it. It's yours. I think I can help you."
What do you mean you can help me?
I can help you in your search.
How?
This isn't the only such book in my collection. I've been doing this a very, very, very long time. My name is Sophia Olivers, and we are going to become very good friends.
I believe we will. Thank you.
All right. Nicely done. I was really worried y'all were going to die.
Who says we haven't?
In the words of M. Night Shyamalan, what a twist.
I mean, they pulled me out. I'm barely stable, so, hopefully there's time for recovery.
I mean, in all honesty, my leg is more important, apparently, so hopefully that gets reattached.
With a good roll, Salerno's leg is fine. You're in physical therapy now.
I honestly really didn't even think it through that we're debating the use of my leg while Myron is dying.
You while you're in the hospital, the episode airs, and there is no mention of the guest stars at all, and that the whole video, the video never caught that creature, even though it was in the room. It just seemed like it was just empty. Y'all were shooting at nothing, and so that stuff was kept out, but the
Boy, did Cam give me a lashing for that one.
the Connect footage was the thing that they said freaked you out. So that you threw the camera, you threw the camera through they reversed the footage where you're and that was the only part of the episode you even appeared in. The rest, everything from the interviews on
next
Cam,
season, how they tell me about the leg incident.
Yeah, no, but
did the blanket fork make it to the episode at least?
You see it in the background, and
no one acknowledges it.
Well, no, they pause and they highlight that part of the grainy footage, and it's like, it seems like the ghosts were doing something with a blanket in the back corner, but we never quite got a clear idea of what. And so yeah, the lawyers for the network though have been much kinder to you, and yeah, they assure you that your job is safe and there's a big settlement, and the episode did very well, so it's definitely going to be renewed for another season, and Cam is looking forward to having you back. Breast
but the question about my raise. Crap, I rolled a 1.
So we'll give you $100 for the injury and pay your deductible for you.
It's still better than nothing.
All right, well, that's all I got.
Oh, Wilkes wants to know where we ate.
It was Hobbit Cafe last episode.
Yeah, Hobbit
That's
Cafe.
That's right. Yeah.
Actually, before we even started, Brian sent me a text that said, "Screw Misty, let's go to Whataburger."
I sure did.
I get it. I get it. I'm not even mad about that. I understand.
In all fairness, though, I have one leg. Can we go to IHOP?
And you die.
He
died doing what he loved, making terrible one-liners.
That's going in the credits of the last episode. Oh goodness. Like I said, I don't know what we're gonna do in kind of the off in the off season, but we'll figure out a date at the very least to stream.
We'll go through the painful detail process of how Solario got his leg reattached. His painful rehabilitation.
It's just going to be a one-off of me and anesthesia, flashback dramatization from the doctor's point of view.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, we'll have a quiz for Paul on medical terms.
Yeah.
Right. And the best part is it's going to be narrated by Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one of those things that children have, like those like sticky sticker things, and I will move things. You'll have to tell me what the terms are.
Yep. Yep.
Nice. So yeah, up next is the search for Misty, and Jen will make a temporary or permanent character for you,
depending on how things go.
Right. Right, but yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, and everybody who joined us for the stream. And I think my cat's trying to get in.
Normally that's Brian dealing with that.
Yeah, I don't know where she is tonight.
I actually saw your cat behind you at some point and resisted the urge to yell out cat.
Really? Okay,
I like how this stream is ending not with a bang, but with a whimper.
Okay,
yep.
With a whimper.
Oh, I walked into that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to open that door at some point. I hope it's a cat.
Yeah.
You have scared yourself with the spooky stories.
I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice
All
work.
right, let's start this.
It's okay. Think of the ratings.
Y'all want to do
Recording
an
stopped.
introduction on the way out?
Yeah.
Brian on the ones and twos.
1, 2, 1, 2. What the fuck you going to?
There it is.
Brian
Get them
Hastie.
Limp Bizkit.
Norman Johnson, double density, all kinds of things. Internet.com, twitter.com/Brian Hastie.
Yeah.
Boy.
I'm Jen. I played Misty Showers. That was fun while it lasted. I am the co-host of Vanished. We are trying very hard to put out a short series on DB Cooper by Thanksgiving. And I'm also working on something with Wilkes that will come out sometime in the next 3 years.
So wide range of dates.
It is,
That's why I keep putting off the theme song.
So I'm Rob. I played Myron. I keep trying to get my character killed because I got another character as a backup that I hope to play at some point, but it's fine. I'll keep persevering.
Oh.
There's cool things that my character can do. I do the Our Strange Skies podcast. I do Rolling Through the Realms, and yeah.
Rob, what are you doing this weekend for all the people here on the live stream?
Oh yeah, there's a free paranormal conference going on this weekend. It's going to be televised on YouTube. I will be giving a 2-hour presentation on Saturday at 8 o'clock. Check out panparacon.com for all the details and the streaming link when it starts going down. There's great stuff all weekend.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
super cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
The only downside, Rob, is you don't have access to catering. So
I know this is bullshit.
Rob,
They should give you a credit for like Uber Eats in your own area.
The sad thing is Uber Eats sadly does not serve my area because it is tiny as hell.
Oh.
What's hilarious is that Zazakin just raided us. I really do appreciate Zazakin. Thank you so much for the raid. I had just typed /raid Zazakin in the thing, and
all right, let's start an adventure.
yeah.
It's only midnight. Let's go ahead.
All right.
But Rob, I was I was worried for you tonight because if Norman didn't kill that thing, it was going after you again.
Well, I kind of figured, and I kind of figured I was done after that point. But you know,
or at least seriously wounded. Raid section.
No, I would have been dead.
That's okay. That's okay. Rob wants to experience a character death. We're going to be fighting Straw on Halloween, so.
I never had one. I've tried before, but just never happened. I've tried multiple times with Myron. It just isn't happening.
I've had worse luck trying to have a character death when I wanted the character to die than compared to when I didn't want him to die.
Yeah, I feel like when I make reckless choices that I'm always like, for whatever reason, completely fine.
Yeah.
It's whenever I do not want my character hurt that I nearly die.
If I want
Put it
character deaths, I got to kill them myself in my own campaigns.
I put it this way: I have a thief who's proficient in everything sneaking, rolls critical ones nonstop.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Well, Misty acting carelessly tonight might have killed her, but
what a huge surprise!
What else was Misty supposed to do?
Listen.
Yeah, in the background, the two requirements for you to have gotten out was first for them to get rid of that character on the outside. That's the mortician, and he would have had to go, and that was done. But the other thing was for you to either try to just flee or sneak out, because there's no way you're going to beat them in a fight.
It took 3 of us, and one of
It
us
took
almost
3
died,
of
That
us.
is true.
Yeah,
and
and
the
it
other
took
doesn't have a leg.
But yeah, if you
It
had tried
took,
to
like,
sneak
4
out
rounds.
or run, then yeah, basically you would have met Myron at the door.
Mm. Well,
But
my bad.
yeah, we'll see if the team
We'll
comes through for you
see.
again. So cool. Chris, did you say who you are?
No, he did not.
No.
Did not.
Who the hell are you? And what the
I
hell have you been doing
am-
on this stream?
I am Celerio Norfolk. I have all my appendages, and they are awesome, and I love every single one of them. I host a paranormal podcast, Obscure Anomalies, and I Twitch stream occasionally.
Nice. Thanks again for everybody who joined us. I really do appreciate it, and we'll keep y'all up to date on when Order of Podcasters will go again. And Chris, thanks for joining us. Solero was fun. I like him a lot.
It's been
I
a
like-
pleasure, and I love playing somebody that doesn't hate his boss so much, but will still work. It's almost like it's part of my life,
It's like the real world.
but it's
Oh, gosh.
fiction.
Or
Alright.
is it?
Right. All right. We're going to head out, and yeah. Okay. So Saturday is Tanaris. Could be back to D&D, and then Sunday is Star Trek, and then after this week, you will never see me again. At least for a
He
couple
will
weeks.
dissolve
I will
into the
dissolve into
ether.
the ether,
We
right?
hit the
Will be no
GoFundMe.
more.
We hit the GoFundMe total for that one.
Yep.
Right.
It was $5,000 to make Paul go away.
I paid for all of it.
Oh man.
Hey,
Paul Hader's
you know
still
what?
coming through.
I would take it. $5,000. Go away.
You could
Or-
start a new life with that.
In all honesty, it was only going to be 2,500, but then
Everyone was so eager.
Yeah.
Just so eager.
We found a generous donor that doubled matched the donation. So
All right. Good night, y'all. I really appreciate it. Talk to y'all later.
Good night.